We are here at shul.com at the Surfside Kolel book, and we are reading from V'ha'er Einenu, Enlighten Our Eyes. It's a book that trains on how to have Shemirat Einayim, giving tactics and ideas. We are reading from page 47. It's the book by Rabbi Goldschmidt. Let's take a look. The title is A Foot in the Door. Chazal tell us that whoever refrains from gazing at what he shouldn't see, and certainly at another man's wife, married woman, will not fall under the sway of his Yetzer Hara. Ooh, that's an interesting one. He says, if a person protects his eyes, he cannot fall to the Yetzer Hara. The Ben Yehoyada, on Masechet Sotah, page 8, notes that the Gematria of Re'iyah, Resh Aleph, Yud, and Hey, seeing, is identical to Gevura, the strength and might. Interesting. We must use all our might to control what our eyes see, because this is where the Yetzer Hara gets his foot in the door. Whatever a person's eyes sees, his heart starts to want. The Chafetz Chaim says that the eyes are the key entry point for desire to come in and grip our soul. This is alluded to in Echa 3-51. It was their eyes that ruined their souls. Everything else was merely a completion of what the eyes had begun by introducing the cancerous cells. Rashi in Vayetze, Bereshit 28-13 points out that Hashem associated his name with Yitzchak Avinu during his lifetime, which was not the case with either Abraham or Yaakov. It was called Ufachad Yitzchak. This is because Yitzchak was already blind, and consequently his Yetzer Hara was locked out. The Chafetz Chaim warns that although the bracha before performing a mitzvah reads Asher Kiddeshanu b'mitzvotav, who sanctifies us through his mitzvot, that by performing mitzvot we become holy people, this transformation can only happen to those who are cautious about where their eyes and imagination travel. Wow. Absent that vital ingredient, and one who performs a mitzvah won't receive the ultimate promise of Asher Kiddeshanu, being sanctified through it. Vanished is the fragrant bouquet that might have been the Vehiyitim Kedoshim Ledoechem, being holy to Hashem. Eyes that snoop in unclean places taint the mitzvah and destroy its vitamins. By casting interested gazes where forbidden, one's soul becomes stained, and with time the strength of his Yetzer Hara is sapped. Imagine a house piled high with dirt and rubbish, and someone comes along to decorate it with lovely artistic ornaments. What a pity, you say. What a waste. First, you must clean the place up, and only then it is fit for the crystal chandeliers, the graceful furniture, and the elegant tableware. Mitzvah, like a polished diamond, calls for a pure setting. If you long for the elated feeling of constantly connected to Hashem, then you can work on fulfilling the 6 constant mitzvot, the 6th of which is not to stray after your eyes, and heart. You are then on the way to reaching the level of Shevit Hashem Denedi Tamid. I have set Hashem before me always, as says in Tehillim 16-8. The constant awareness of Hashem's presence in front of you. The hallmark of an Eved Hashem is, and always has been, a constant inner striving to exercise control over his natural tendencies. That is what, in essence, Eved Hashem is that the individual has tendencies to do otherwise, but he controls it. Relentlessly, he seeks to subdue not others but himself, and thereby remake all the parts of his character into something nobler. So his focus is on himself, not on others. And an ever increasingly refined person in his program of dedicating himself to Hashem, he will accord Shemat Einayim urgent priority. So today he's telling you that the eyes are the gateway to the sins. If a person looks at the wrong things, it's going to get him there. And that he also further says that striving to control his natural tendency is what makes him an Eved Hashem, and that before you are going to advance with all mitzvot, you first have to clean up the place, and that is with Shemirat Einayim, and that is today's daily study. Baruch Adonai Le'olam, Amen v'Amen.